What's going on? My name is Eddie Moralez from Brooklyn, New York. Dancing is my passion. I've been dancing as a little kid for so many years, since I was little. And I never thought that I would make this a career or be a professional dancer in my life. I grew up in the hood of Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush, Coney Island, the water, the edge of Brooklyn, where it's really crazy and bad. And back when I grew up, it's no different than living here in Brazil in the favelas or on the north side or the south side. Whatever side you're from, the world, life is tough. And we don't get a lot of opportunities to get out the hood and get choices to do big things and see the world and experience different cultures and whatnot. So for me, when I have the opportunity to dance, I took it and I ran with it. Everyone told me that dancing isn't a profession, that dancing isn't a job. If you're not a policeman, if you're not a teacher, if you're not a doctor, a lawyer, the typical 9-to-5 job, then you're nothing. And I am a perfect example that having nothing and being poor, to having a bracelet on my wrist, to having to wear this Nike hat, and I could dance and sweat it, which is some people can't even afford this. And to me, it's a blessing from God to be able to be here in Brazil and explain to you my story. I've worked with so many artists: Justin Timberlake, Usher, Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, Puff Daddy, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z, Aaliyah, Missy Elliott, blessed with so many artists. And Chris Brown, to be here and give back to you guys. I want all you kids growing up that want to aspire to be dancers, that you can make it. You can be the same person that I am and maybe better and bigger. We all have choices in life. It's up to you to make the right choice in your life, in your career. Stay away from the streets. It's not going to get you nowhere. I was in the streets. I done been locked up. I've been to jail. It's not cool, with no money. I used to rob people myself, and I'm not happy, and I don't glorify it. I think I learned, God gave me a wake-up call, and I got run over by a bus. I have 5 screws in my ankle, and I was told I'll never walk normal. And I'm dancing. Could you believe that? I can't. And I'm in Brazil. Look, I'm all the way from 100 miles, thousands of miles away, and I'm in your hood. Can you believe that? I can't. It's a blessing. God is good. You could do it too. Stay focused, go to school, have a backup plan, finish school. I finished high school. A lot of my friends, had about 50 friends, and all of them in jail. Some got killed. Some are still in the projects and never left. I took the chance and said, forget it. I'm going to go with nothing. I'm going to just believe in myself. I had no money, no ID. I just took a plane ticket and went to LA and just said, I'm just going to experience life and see where I go from here. And guess what? 25 years later, I'm here. And I'm a perfect example that you can make it too. So don't let no one tell you you can't be whatever you want to be. A singer, a dancer, an actor. You want to do movies, you want to do commercials. Do it. Don't take no for an answer. If you go to an audition and they don't hire you, it's not the end of the world. You will still be able to make it. It took me 2.5 years before someone gave me one job. No one wanted to hire me because I was Latino. Yo soy puertorriqueño de Puerto Rico. Yo soy boricua. And no one wanted to hire a Puerto Rican to dance. And look at me now. I get the last laugh. For all of you that said I would never make it, I'm in Brazil. Remember that. Yeah. I got into, I used to be crazy as a little kid, running with the bad kids in the block, in the neighborhood. We all used to do bad things. And one day, so many years happens when you do bad things that sooner or later, it's going to come back to you. And I believe in karma. And God gave me my wake-up call. And one day, the bad things I used to do to people, it happened to me. And I got run over by a bus. It took me 1 year to get over mentally what I went through. I was in the hospital for so long. All the friends that I thought were my friends, that oh my God, I beat up, I'll do whatever for my friends, they weren't there for me. At the end of the day, all you have is you. And you only, and God, and your faith, and your mama, and your family. And I was in the hospital. I went to jail for 2 weeks. I got out, was in the hospital. And while I'm in the hospital, I had another epiphany. And a TV show, Janet Jackson, If. And while I'm in the hospital, I'm like, what is that? And I saw dance for the first time in a light that I'd never seen before. And right there, I immediately knew when I get better, that's what I wanted to do. So I did it. It took me 3 years, but I did it. I trained, I studied hard. You know, this is a generation where it's black or white. There's no in between. We yellow people of color, there's no jobs for that. And I finally got an opportunity, and I took it, and I ran, and I got to meet an artist by the name of Pink. And I went choreographed, you know, some steps for her, and you never know how God works. And one day at a show, mind you, I was in the hospital looking at Janet Jackson. Never wanted to think I was going to be with Janet Jackson. But while I was with this artist, Pink, Janet Jackson came to the concert. And she happened to be in the audience, and she saw the choreography I did, and she liked it. She comes to the dressing room and says she wanted to invite me to do the MTV Awards in 2001. I started crying. I didn't even know how to act. It's unreal to understand that a Jackson is coming to say hello to me at my concert. And lo and behold, the rest is history. I got to dance and go on tour with Janet Jackson. She's an amazing person. And again, life shows you many different changes in so many funny ways. But as long as you have faith in God and you believe in what you're doing and you take no for an answer, you can achieve it too. I went on tour with Janet. I met so many people. I've tried so many foods, learned so many cultures. We in the hood, that's the streets, that's the honking of the horn. We by the airport. Shout out to the school right here. And I made it. I'm an example. I made it. God is good. Thank you. And, you know, I'm looking forward to, and I'm still dancing, working with different artists, and I'm still giving the world. And this is my way of giving back, is by teaching and being here and being in different countries, from Vietnam to Indonesia to Africa. You know, I want to go back to the hood and give them what I never had. I don't have a father. You know, I grew up by myself in the street like these dogs with no food, no nothing. And now I'm in a position that I can give back and I can buy the whole class dinner on me. So I'm here, Eddie Moralez.